Right. So I was quite surprised when I saw this. This is the original post the other day. I saw this one for Neural Cloud specifically. If you guys are not aware, Neural Cloud just got released in global. Neural Cloud used to have a CN server, I think. I'm not entirely sure, but CN is ahead for about 1 year plus. Neural Cloud Global is missing one game mode that gives free quartz sand. It was basically posted additionally first on the Neural Cloud Reddit. So this has caused a little bit of heat. Alright, of course, when this happens, right, players are unhappy. I mean, CN has this, Global don't have this. So of course there's So can we talk about how there's no exceptional protocol, which is a mode in the game after beating chapter 3. Supposed to be unlocked in chapter 3, the biggest quartz sand source for free to play. In case you guys are wondering what is quartz sand is basically the premium currency of this game. So chapter 3 is this one, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. After you beat this, you should unlock it. So quartz sand is your premium currency in pretty much the game, this thing. The quartz sand. Pretty big issue apparently, because at first I thought it's a small issue. Okay, you're missing one mode. Who cares, right? You have less thing to do. Release this later on. But apparently somebody on Discord mentioned it wasn't even in the CBT, closed beta test. It's a bi-weekly content, so every 2 weeks that gives 2,400 quartz sand per rotation. So 1 month you're gonna get 4,800. So its own shop currency, quartz sand for meeting certain point thresholds, and it's a pretty big source of free-to-play sand. So that's a lot. That's not something to scoff at. Imagine, like other games do this. So one game mode is missing. So just to give you guys an idea, if you go to the pool, let me see if I can go to the pool and show you guys how much that is. If you were to pool, I think it's 1,005 if I remember correctly. I could be remembering wrong. 1,005, right? Yeah, so 1,005 if you pull a multi-pool. So 2004 every 2 weeks, you're missing out 10 pulls. So yeah, I thought this was an interesting one. Do we know when they will enable it, or are they radio silent? I have no idea. I'm hoping it will be Monday's update, which is the update we just had recently for Neural Cloud. CN had it on day 1, so I think it's kind of trash that it's not for EN. Hopefully we get it on Monday. So guess what? Since then, we haven't gotten it. Alright, so let's have a look. What do they have to say? What do Reddit has to say? Sounds more like a global release delay than ill intent. Highly doubt Mika will completely remove a mode from their game given how integral it was to their CN version. It also wasn't part of their release PR run, so it makes me lean more to them spending more time to fix up the mode to not bug out or imbalance when localized and applied to global servers, i.e. JPKR Global. So I think JPKR Global is sync and SCN is ahead by 1 year plus. For now, put down the pitchforks, let the devs and staff speak for themselves, and don't apocalypse speculate on the whys. They have been good about everything from the launch. I wouldn't nitpick them just because they delayed one feature. Folks are entirely too eager to start freaking out at developers when something doesn't go as the players believe it should. The game released in the middle of November. The mode is supposed to reset at least twice a month. Mika 100% decided to wait until December, came along before releasing a source of sand that resets 2 times a month. It's that simple. We don't know if that's the thing though. We don't know if it's going to be there. That's something that we have to find out later. I'm sure there's a reason for them to do this. I kind of wish they just followed the CN schedule. Everyone else outside the CN, KR, JP and Global running the same schedule. If it's bi-weekly, I'm going to assume it resets on 1st and 15th each month. It's not strictly on that, it's on 14 and 28 this month for example. Sure, there's a reason, and it's something like that. We won't give them more free quartz because it will decrease our sales. LOL. It's super shitty anti-consumer tactic, and despite loving gameplay of this game, I think I'll drop it soon. Shitty Chinese developers will always be shitty. Whoa. Of course you type this on Neural Cloud Reddit, you're gonna get destroyed. Minus 45, of course. Neural Cloud lovers are there. You don't type this kind of things. This guy is insane, man. Minus 45, man. Minus 45 is a lot, alright? It's a lot. That's a lot of minus. It takes 10 years to farm that back up. Ooh, considering Girls Frontline, same developer as this game, obviously, Azulane and Arknights are all Chinese developers. And those 3 games are easily the most free-to-play, generous mobile games on the market, far more than quite a few of the Japanese, Korean mobile games that are popular. Says you don't know what the F you're talking about. My guess, your only experience with Chinese devs is maybe Genshin. And even despite all its faults, it still manages to be more generous than a popular game like FGO from Japan. Now, I think it's kinda shitty it's missing without a word from the devs, but I also realize it's completely off-brand from what Mika is known for, so clearly something is up. Unless you seriously think they decided to try and burn bridges on a game they desperately need to do well. Girls Frontline, their main game, has never been a big earner, so trying to kill off their newer vital earner for them seems like a shitty business tactic. I will need better proof about being available on day 1 on CN than trust me bro from random on Discord. Okay, that's fair. September 22, developer released a skit about them playing Exception Protocol. September 22, they included it. And officially on China, players who rush the story begin to post their clip on Bilibili. Okay, so there's a lot of proof here. I don't have to show you guys, but there's a lot of proof that in CN, they get this game mode on day 1, while on global we don't, right? So these are the proof. This is definitely proof. I don't want to call Mika names since I consider them okay company, but this is definitely not right. Considering this looks like a pretty integral game mode. We are losing at least 1 rotation worth of rewards so far, I think. Would be nice to have it NGL. Looking from the different banner shadow and CN, still not sure about this one, and these two, it's a bit worrying if they are actually gonna shaft the global version. Definitely not a good impression considering the game is still pretty new. I don't see anywhere in any of those links where they say it will be available at launch in EN. I get that it was there for CN launch, but did we ever know for a fact that it was coming at EN launch? Or are we just assuming that? -15, ooh! Yeah, he just asked a question, -15. Yo guys, chill. He just asked one question, -15, damn. The reason I created this thread is because it is not available at launch in the global server when it should. That's what I'm saying. Do we actually know that it should? Do we know that for a fact? Or is it possible that it got held for later release? Where is the confirmation that it would available at launch on EN? Ooh, more minus for this guy. Ooh, he's just asking a question, man. Why are people downvoting him? Why would you need a confirmation for pretty important system being available on release where we know it was there from beginning on other server? I understand that developers changing event schedule, gacha schedule to deal with foresight or not including some mail rewards, login events, but when they don't include important game modes and don't make a single notice about it, that's not really nice. Like if Ark Knights made specific EU server right now, I would expect it to have Annihilation game mode on release. This guy is insane, alright. Because it clearly wasn't available on release? If we had confirmation it was supposed to be available, then we'd know something was wrong. We don't have that, so the next logical assumption is that it's coming later. Seems pretty straightforward to me. -16, ooh. Yo, he got so much -16. He got... How many minus is he? Damn, he's just asking question and he got destroyed, man. Yo, there's a response. Okay, this is from the official customer support. Customer support confirmed that Exception Protocol will be released in the future. I've also asked if there are any plans for compensation due to the difference in resources this will cause in global. Update, I did receive a more promising response after expressing dissatisfaction. We understand your dissatisfaction. We will come out with Exception Protocol as soon as possible and we will see what we can do about compensations. Okay, let's see. We understand your dissatisfaction. We will come out with... Okay, it's just a screenshot. Again, the issue is now people will have a lookout and people will always try to justify the compensation, right? This is something that if they release it day 1, no issue. No issue whatsoever. Now they have to... Now they are delaying it. They will release it later. And players will be on the lookout. Players will have their eyes locked onto that exceptional protocol. Players will compare everything now in that game mode. Why is that game mode delayed? Let's say the last enemy have 10 more HP. Players are going to notice that. Players are going to say, oh, CN has 10 less HP. The last enemy, this one has 10 more HP. Global chef. So I feel like they put themselves in this spot. You get what I'm saying? You put yourself in this spot where players are just going to like look for every single difference. Because now we are here, right? It's a bit scary for them, I think. They're going to halve the reward as well, 1,002 at max. And the compensation, right? Players are going to try to calculate, oh, this compensation is actually not that good. So they should have just made it the same, man. Why did they put themselves in this position? Why can't they release that exceptional protocol day 1? Like, it's already there on CN. So why the global will need to come later? So I have a feeling they might change certain aspects of it, which is my concern. Because if it's not coming in day 1, that means certain things are getting changed. And that will also cause a little bit of heat. Here, I'll link it to you guys if you guys want to check it out. But hey, I didn't know that would happen to Neural Cloud, man. This is like the most drama-free game. But damn, that came out of nowhere.